Welcome to the new Atlasware. What this presentation will do is explain the value of Atlasware 2.0. And once you realize how it can make you a better and more efficient representative, you'll agree with us. You want Atlasware because you realize that time is money. Atlasware is a PDF converter, but you already knew that. This is the first page of Atlasware, every file. You'll notice on the left, there are bookmarks in Adobe that are exactly like the menu bookmarks that the judge will be looking at. In the middle of the page are exhibits and hyperlinked menu items, again going to exhibit 2A, 3A, and they will take you there directly in the document. But you know, once you get into the document is when you really see the industry standard headers, bookmarks, and pagination that Atlasware first made available to representatives that makes it so popular. At the very top of every page in red will be the exact page based on the exhibit, page 1 of 29, 2 of 29, 3 of 29, that you're on. Also on the top of the page is in blue is exactly what the exhibit is. Again, it's very, very useful and has the dates, again, the information off of the menu, off of the downloaded file. At the bottom of every page is the exhibit page number based on the exhibit and also what page is in the PDF. If you wanted to go to 5F32, in which you probably couldn't do it on this one, but let's say 4F16, you just type in 4F16, it would take you right there. And finally, at the bottom of every page is a little hyperlink phrase that takes you right back to the front of the file, the top of the file where the hyperlink menu is. This is a wonderful document for preparing and advocating disability cases. Social Security realized that too. Because Social Security first came out with a menu system of TIFF files. Everybody knows about it. And Atlasware is way better than that. But you already knew that too. This is the first page of the Social Security file that Atlasware members don't really see very much. Remember these? You have to click into it, read it, click back out. All that manipulation to get in, get out, no central note taping, makes it very difficult to prepare to get a good look at the file, the breadth of the file, or read through the file like most of us are used to when we got the paper files, where you're at page 1 all the way through. That's why the one long PDF is so useful. Social Security realized that because they put that into their Social Security downloads. You can now download a Social Security PDF. But Atlasware is way better than that too, because the Social Security PDF has no exhibited pagination, there's no headers, no menu on the first page, no back to the top link on each page. It's basically just a pile of papers in PDF format. But you already knew that. But here's what's new. There is nothing on the market like the new Atlasware 2.0. Anything else is just a converter. Atlasware is much, much more because Atlasware 2.0 downloads and converts multiple files automatically. Let me say that again. It downloads and converts multiple files automatically. Now, you can always use the manual mode by pressing this button when you get in Atlasware, and that's if you already have a zip file or a CD, and you go ahead and take care of that, or perhaps you've downloaded something into a directory, you can point it to that. You do one at a time. But it's the automated mode that downloads, converts, and saves hundreds of files at a time by pressing this button that really makes Atlasware sing and makes it really valuable to you. Now say it again. Atlasware 2.0 downloads and converts multiple files automatically. And that's what you really should take away from this presentation. You log in one time. You add all the files you want, maybe hundreds of files, and you put it in right there in one screen. Once you do, and hit the submit button, it will start populating the lower screen, waiting for the download. That's the status. It's waiting for the download. Along the way, that's the status. Along the way, you could always download You can always tell it to download just exhibited files. You can tell it to download unexhibited files, or you can tell it, look, I want the unexhibited if the exhibit is unavailable. A lot of people just want the exhibited files. So you can check whatever you want and tell it to do whatever it wants. If you get them both, and sometimes people do that, they compare them, they'll both come to you in separate files. Time savings, and to understand it, you got to figure out what you're doing now and what you would do with Atlasware. Well, how do you download now? First, you log in. You get your code. You insert your code. You go to the claim. You order the file. And then you go to another claim and you order that file. And you do that over and over and over again. Because if you're efficient, you want to try, once you're in there, you want to try and get as many as you can. All this back and forth to order another claim. Then later on, you log in to see if it's ready. Well, let's say the first time you log in, nothing's there. And then you have to log in again. And each time again, you log in, you get your code, you insert your code, and you go to the pickup area. Well, you get someone, and you can pick them all up at one time. Okay, I'm going to pick 2 files up, and I'm going to convert them once they're downloaded, and I'm going to save. So I got to log in again. I'm going to get some more. I'm going to convert those and save those. I'm going to log in again. I'm going to get the rest and convert and save those. Well, that's a lot of stuff. What do you do with Atlasware? Well, you log in with Atlasware instead of logging in directly to the business page. You get the code, you insert the code, and you press the automated mode button. And then you put up to 100 files in one screen, right then and there. You can do with dashes or not dashes. Remember that one screen? And then you just go do something else that's productive because you're done. Once you hit the submit, you're done. All this other stuff, picking up, converting, saving, you don't do that because the software is going to do it for you. Those 100 files that you ordered, they're going to be downloaded and converted to the Atlasware PDF file, all while you're doing something else productive. They're going to be downloaded as soon as they're available from the server. As soon as they're available, they're going to be downloaded. And they're going to be saved to your computer. You're done checking back. You're done with all those extra logins. That adds up to a huge amount of employee time. Your biggest overhead is your employees. What if you could eliminate a position just for downloading and converting these files? Because it's so easy and it's so quick. What if you had to do it yourself and you have to go through all that garbage yourself? How much easier would that be? It's huge. Ask anybody who's used it, who learned to download, the way Social Security wants to download, they're going to tell you this is a much better way to do it. Think of the value of using Atlasware. Well, it's been free for 2 years. Everybody downloads it for free. Everybody converts for free. And most people have used the manual mode. You've been using it free. And we have a 5-year track record. All the time people have been using us, Atlasware almost never breaks. So Security breaks something in their files, we fix it. We have a superior product. Atlasware updates every time you click on it. You don't have to worry about the free copies you have on all your computers using the most updated product. It's going to get the changes that you need. It's already done for you. And then we have our free industry-leading technical support. You call us, you email us, we're on it. We've really tried to fix your problems as best we possibly can. But some of you are saying finally, all right, let's get to it. How much is it going to cost me? What's it going to cost? The Atlasware 2.0 software is free. No codes, no unlocking, it's free. Just go to atlasware.com, you can do it right now, and download as many copies as you want and put it on as many computers as you want. It's PC compatible, works with all the Windows copies. If you have a Mac, you just put it in PC emulation. You Mac guys know what that is. And off you go. Now you only pay one small price. That's one small price per client, and it can be as low as $2.50. Now, the way it works is you go to the website and the software will say, hey, you don't have any credits. You need to buy a voucher. Okay, then you buy them in bulk. So you can buy as many as 10 or as many as 20 or 50. But the more you buy, the lower the cost per client is. You hear what I said? The cost per client. It is not a cost per download. because you can download that one client for 20, 50, 100 times for the same cost. It's one cost per client for a lifetime. That's not very much. Remember the days of paper copies? Remember when we were paying $20, $50 for one paper copy one time, and that's all we could get, and we had to send someone down there and pay them for their time to do it? Well, Atlasware is only one small price per client for a lifetime. And what's really important is, for those of us that understand it, is that charge can be passed to a claim as an expense. Now, that's different from other software. Any other converter or word processing software or Adobe is just your overhead. Because it's related to developing one case, it can be passed through under your fee agreement to the client as an expense, if you so choose. Well, some of you are saying, sure, I'm just going to buy a computer and I'm going to pay once. Well, I'm telling you right now, it's rather short-handed for all the things that I've been talking about right now. If you look at the big picture, there's no converter that you can buy that downloads files, converts it, and saves it all with one login. There's nothing but Atlasware. Atlasware equals a huge employee time savings. When you look at the big picture of getting your file and getting in a position for you to start preparing, there's no choice. Atlasware has huge employee time savings. If you use a converter, you pay for the software costs for each computer, and then you pay for the time they spend to download it and pick it up and convert it. And download, by the way, should be in bold and should be over the entire slide. Atlasware is much cheaper. And that's not all. Here's what's coming. What if we took the cell phone out of the mix? We took it out of the mix of downloading, and we had the access code not go to the cell phone, but directly to the input screen of your computer where you're logging in. It copies it right in there. No more copying it in. No more cell phone. Far less fuss. You know, we can do that right now. But we want to sell a little just to justify the cost. And what if you had a report module that told you which employees downloaded a file, when and how many times? That would be really interesting for those of us who supervise. This is a great tool to keep track of your cases and how well your people are doing. And what if we reached the Holy Grail and we're able to take the notes that you make on the first copy of the file that you downloaded and migrate them automatically to the right place on any new file you downloaded so you can just start from there? Wow. You know, once we get a working and paying version of Atlasware profitable, all these things will come. Atlasware users will automatically get these benefits with automatic updates as soon as they're put in place. Come on. I know you want Atlasware. It's really cool. And get a copy of Atlasware, or as many as you like, free right now. You get them, we'll make more. Many industry leaders swear by Atlasware. I'm sure you've heard them talk about us. Just look at our website or just ask around. You can be up and running in minutes. And by the way, it's been free for years while we perfected it. We wanted to get it right. So we let you use it free for individual downloads. And it's only a very few who we used as the beta testing that did the multiple downloads that have really been using it. Right now, Atlasware 2.0 equal perfection. You don't have to buy any more software. You don't have to worry about copies on computers. When the computers come down, just go get some more. There's nothing on the market like it. Go to atlasware.com today. Register. Buy some vouchers. And remember, the more you buy at one time, the cheaper they are. And you can go on work on more important matters instead of downloading and converting. Do things that make money for you, not mechanical things that software are designed to do. Start saving now. And by the way, if you get to that point where you're just one click away and you're banging your head against the wall, computers like that, just give us a call. Send us an email. We'll help you. We'll get it in there and we'll get it running. Be seeing you around the net. Bye.